Okay, I think I have everything working. Looks like sound is working. Good morning, happy Sunday, welcome back. I'm Kavi. Hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are, whoever you are. Whew, it's been a morning. Just finished doing a birthday breakfast thing with my little brother. So that was super fun. And now I'm excited to continue the Inazuma festival event. So we have 2 of the 5 paintings done. We have the Venti one that was done and the Xingqiu one that was done. And now we've got another boat coming in, a new painting in pale scarlet. Don't know who this will be. I'm excited to see though. All right, start it.
After day.
Day after day, huh? Do this really quick. I logged in. I've used a lot of resin. That's true. Okay. Oop.
Look, that figure on the wall.
Oh, it's him. I like him. Oh, I like this guy. I met him at the tournament.
Greetings, traveler in Paimon. I heard there would be guides for the Iridori Festival, but I didn't expect it would be you two.
We didn't expect to see you either. Returning as a guest for the Iridori Festival, no doubt.
I'm really glad he's here. I really like him.
I was a little surprised myself when I received the invitation. But after wandering the outside world for so long, it's good to have an opportunity to return to my homeland and pay respects to my old friends.
Awesome.
When we saw you in the distance just now, you seemed to be looking for something. What happened?
Did you perhaps find a strange page?
Ah, yes. You see, when I came off the boat with everyone just now, I suddenly heard light footsteps around me.
Oh, yeah?
I could tell they were not footsteps of a regular passenger. But by the time I turned around, the person had already disappeared.
Ah,
I only heard a splash come from below the pier.
interesting.
Even though I didn't manage to catch a glimpse of them, I found this strange piece of paper by my feet.
Oh, does the paper happen to have a poem written on it?
Oh, she's got like Cosmo eyes too. I hadn't noticed
How
that.
did you know?
I just thought they were blue, but they've got the same kind of starscape that her cloak does. That's cool. Kazuha!
Fascinating. It's almost hard to believe such things could happen.
Show us the piece of paper.
Here it is. Please, have a look.
Okay. 5 Kasen Splendor Akihito. Long have I been famed, and since my youth I had great ambition. I stamped every new verse with a scarlet seal. He's wearing a lot of red, so that makes sense. And thus was I known to all. But last year when we presented our verses, mine was found to be taken from poets past. For the theft and deception, I was banished into the wilderness. The 5 radiant lights never shall be again. Ah, how the tides do shift. Interesting.
Last time, Aoi no Okina's poem ended with a reference to Akihito. And sure enough, this is a story about him.
Yeah.
The story this time basically says that Akihito got his name from his love of red seals. However, the shogun discovered that he had committed plagiarism, and he was soon exiled.
It's interesting that he would commit
I don't know
plagiarism.
where to rate today's story. It sounds pretty unfortunate.
Yeah. Other stories weren't much better. They
I
weren't.
don't think there's anything particularly wrong with this story. I too was once wanted as a criminal by the shogunate. So I'm not all that different from Akihito mentioned in this story.
But according to the story, Akihito was exiled by the shogun because of his wrongdoings. You did nothing wrong, Kazuha. Huh? Traveler, what are you thinking about?
Maybe it can help Xingqiu.
Ah, by the way, you mentioned that your friend has been struggling because he's unable to sign his name quickly.
Correct.
In Liyue and Inazuma, there is a saying, that which has been stamped has also been signed.
I said that last time that he
Perhaps
should
using
just get a
seal
stamp
could be a
with his
feasible
name.
solution. While sailing at sea, I sometimes carve things to pass the time.
Are you gonna carve a seal
If
for
you
him?
wish to create a stamp for his seal, I might be able to help.
That would be so nice, Kazuha.
That's an idea! Quick, let's go tell Albedo!
Yeah. Do. A new painting in pale scarlet. Pale scarlet, isn't that just pink? Steal some more melons. Melon thief. Okay. Oh, those are big fish. Holy cow. I don't think my bait is good enough for that, but you know what, we'll try. Fish. Yeah, they're all big. I don't think my bait's the right kind of bait. They're gonna be like, yeah, no, your bait is shit. My bait's been snubbed. Yeah, I'll stop fishing. I'm not here to fish anyway. I'm here to finish this event. Those banners are so cute. Albedo!
Albedo, we figured out a way to help Shincho!
We tell Albedo everything.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
A story of the 5 Kasen appears again, and with a timely solution. A stamped seal, huh? Let me think. Indeed, it is an efficient solution. If we use a stamp, then Xingqiu won't have to struggle with his handwriting anymore.
However,
Since Xingqiu's signature has been previously revealed to the readers, it would seem insincere if he only used the stamped seal for his new books.
oh,
But I have another idea. Using a seal is a part of it, of course. Let's go to Ouya restaurant now to discuss my idea with everyone.
okay. We can do that. I wonder what his idea is gonna be. That some of the books are pre-signed, and then the ones that he does live are with a stamp for the expediency of time. I don't know. Guess we'll see. All right. I don't want to leave. I just got here. Yeah, they're upstairs. Like the music. Okay. Xingqiu, I'm so sorry.
Yes, that's it, Zhenyu. Your writing has greatly improved today, which means yesterday's intensive training was effective.
My apologies, but I simply can't do it anymore. My hands are so sore that I can't even move them anymore.
Oh.
I should have known better than to read novels during calligraphy class.
Of course you did.
You just had a 10-minute break. Come on, you can do this.
Shake it out. Shake it out. That's what I had to do during handwriting practice as a child. That's what I have my kindergartners do. Gotta build that muscle stamina.
When it comes to pushing a deadline, there's no one more brutal than Mr. Hirayama.
No wonder Lady Yai would always send the editorial director to handle troublesome authors.
Whoa, this is getting scary. It hasn't even been that long and Shincho's already zombified.
Oh, that's so many books.
Mr. Hirayama, we found a solution that might just solve our dilemma. In both Liyue and Inazuma, seals are widely used as the equivalents of a signature. If we use a stamp to leave the author's seal on the books, then we could make the signature process a lot easier. Of course, a seal on its own is not enough. So, I propose that each signature
Oh, that's a
consists
good
of 2
idea.
parts.
Okay.
First, we'll use a personalized seal. We can simply carve one using Chenyu's signature as the design. In
Again,
addition,
that looks like
I'll also design
Utena.
a simple but elegant pattern that's easy for Chenyu to write. That way, he will only need to draw a simple pattern on each book.
Let me think. All right, I
that
think
makes
that
them
would
very
work.
unique.
Not only does it still involve the author's own handwriting, but the result should be very beautiful as well.
Mm-hmm.
So,
That's a great
what
idea.
you mean to say is, I've been saved from this predicament?
Mr. Hirayama, it suddenly occurred to me that the reason we gave up on live book signings previously was because it would take too long for the author to sign each book. But if we adopted Couch's proposed method, we might have enough time to do signatures at the live event. And if all the authors sign their books in the same fashion, then Genyu's signature wouldn't look out of place.
If you think it's feasible, I would certainly be happy to design signatures for the other authors as well.
Yes, and you may leave carving the stamps to me.
Yeah.
In that case, I shall contact the other 2 authors participating in the new release event.
It is a great honor to use a signature designed by Calx.
Oh, yeah, because he's famous.
My pen name is quite complicated and isn't suitable for signing events. However, if we implement this new format, then it'll be a dream come true for me as well.
Yeah, look at his name.
Looks
Holy
like
shoot.
everyone's on board with the idea.
I'm sorry to have kept you busy for so long, Genyu. Please, take the next few days to have a good rest. We'll handle everything from here.
Rest your
The books
hands.
that Genyu already signed can be used as special prizes in future events held by the Eye Publishing House.
We did it. The event is saved.
Thanks to everyone's efforts, Onodera and I are finally free of that mess.
Oh,
That's right! You're finally free, Xingqiu! Maybe you should step outside for some fresh air.
yay. Now we leave. Okay. Boy. Do. All right. See our boys outside?
We still have
Yep.
some time to burn. Where should we go next?
Venti.
Traveler, there you are.
Ayaka.
Oh, it's Ayaka! And Venti! That's an interesting combo.
I was just going to the festival venue to prepare the Ikebana lesson when I found a strange piece of paper on a flower stand.
The lady of the Yashiro Commission's Kamisato clan, Kamisato Ayaka. Dignified and elegant, intelligent and tenacious. All know that her character is unimpeachable and that she is a gentle and approachable soul deeply loved by the people. Oh, that's nice. Like, I got her character, but I haven't used her at all yet, so that's nice. This is because she often represents the Yashiro Commission as it conducts affairs among the common folk. But while she is often viewed as a restrained, collected individual, few understand that beneath the fame and the name, the young girl's heart is still filled with an unknown tenderness and loveliness. She's super cute.
This bar just happened to be close by at the time.
Of course he
Jin told me
was.
that you've also found similar papers recently. As such, we came together to find you two.
But the paper she found isn't quite the same as the ones we found before.
Oh?
Here's the paper. Please have a look.
The Five Cousins' Splendor, Sumizome? I don't know. I submerged the verses into clear water and the truth did emerge. Oh.
Huh. All the poems we found before were roughly the same length. But this one is only 2 lines.
And even though there are only 2 short sentences, neither of them are next to the title or centered on the page. The position of the writing seems to indicate that there is other content written on this paper besides these 2 lines.
So we need to submerge it into pure water and it'll magically appear?
If we take the poem literally, it reads, "Dip this paper in water and see the truth naturally appear."
Yep.
Speaking of which, I have an ancient text at home, specializing in ancient and exotic stories. It mentions a special ink that will show itself when wet and disappear when it's dry.
So, shall we give it a whirl?
Yeah.
It just so happens that there's a pond nearby.
Okie dokie. Do. All right. Whoop. Let's see what it says. Carefully dip the paper into the water.
Wow, look! It's really working! More words have appeared on the paper!
It's pretty cool.
Let Paimon see what it says.
The Five Cousins' Splendor, Sumizome. Going over his poetry, I found that the plagiarized piece did not have his scarlet seal. I submerged the verses into clear water, and the truth did emerge. The true verses were not washed away, but the text of that despicable crime faded. Oi no Okina passed me by, just as he was writing a verse for Akihito. One storm had yet to settle, and it was already time to write new poems.
Story says that after Sumizome Sumizomi got the collection of
Sumizomi.
poems from Akihito and put them into a stream of water, the plagiarized words in the poem became blurry. Huh? Why would that happen?
You see, Paimon, in the past, when printing was not yet well developed, handwritten text could easily become smudged in books when exposed to moisture.
Yep.
To ensure the text lasted longer, they'd either write using a special ink or coat the paper's surface with a waterproof coating once the writing was finished.
Okay.
Such special inks are time-consuming and laborious to produce, and the waterproof coating could also prove just as difficult. However, since Akihito's poetry collection was an important gift to be presented to the Shogun, surely one of those two methods was used to protect it.
Yep.
But as for the plagiarized poems, not only would they lack Akihito's seal, but the words would also react differently when exposed to liquid.
Poem wasn't written by Akihito.
Which means Akihito didn't plagiarize his work.
Yep.
He was set up.
He was framed.
Yes, it appears that this is the truth that Sumizome's story is trying to convey. Although the story is saddening, I've decided on the subjects to use for Akihito and Sumizome's portraits.
Guessing Kazuha and Ayaka.
Would you be willing to be the models for my paintings?
I would be delighted.
Yes, as would I.
There
Aww.
you go. The next two portraits should be ready in no time.
Yes. And now that all 4 stories have all been collected, the story of the 5 Kasen is now fully completed.
Long ago, Inazuma had 5 legendary poets. People bestowed upon them the title of the 5 Kasen.
Woot woot.
One year, the poet Suiko made his way to Tenshukaku and presented the Kasen's work for the shogun's perusal. But a page from the works of Aoi no Okina had been torn out, and Suiko was questioned regarding the matter. Suiko pleaded guilty. He admitted to drinking at the tavern the night before, and vaguely recalled a mysterious figure approaching while he was intoxicated.
Very venti.
That figure was none other than Aoi no Okina himself. This turn of events had begun with an unnamed individual, under whose coercion, Aoi no Okina was forced to take drastic measures to retrieve a page of poetry.
Okay.
He knew nothing of this individual's true intentions. All he knew was that the poem had to do with an old acquaintance, Akihito.